Hello and welcome back in. We are back on Mechet. Did a few things, I believe, since our last stream. And by the way, we're in October. We're going to fast forward time just so we can get to harvest. Soybeans look ready to go. Once we get rolling, I will give you an update on what we did since our last time here. Okay, get that going. Oh, no money. So actually, no money. That brings me to the first update. I just downloaded this mod, so I actually don't know anything about it yet. Oh, there it is. The bank. Because I don't know. Yeah, so you can't take loans out anymore. I had a $25,000 loan. That was my one that I wanted. Okay, so how do I completed loans, annual report. Cool. Bank indicators. Huh. That's funny. Wow, this seems really interesting. Total lending capacity is 5 million. Okay, so step 1, loan configuration. How do I change it? It's not, I wonder, I do need to use my mouse to change it. Okay, that's fine. Interest only monthly payments, repaid at the end of the term. Okay, whoops. Annuity, fixed monthly payment, yep, that makes sense. Bullet, revolving, permanent credit line up to your approved limit. Draw what you need, repay freely, no fixed installment, no set date. 8.5%. Oh, so that gets you 4.5. So annuity gets me a 3.5% loan. So that's what makes up the rate. Oh, wow. It's October. I mean, the bullet loan actually is probably what we want. Amount. Available limit subject to approval is 194,000. Let's do a loan of, well, we need to get through October. Actually, no, we're selling crops. We're actually going to be selling crops in, no, most in June, yeah. Okay, so let's do, I'm going to need 21 just to get me by right now, and I'm going to be spending money. So let's just do $40,000. So 40,000, does duration mean months? Total to repay, of which $0 is interest. Total to repay. I wish I knew if this was years or months. Let me see if I can look that up really quickly, just because I'm curious. What is this mod called? Sorry, we're moving a little slow today. We're learning. Oh. But I didn't even realize it was a mod until I just hopped on and looked at mods a few minutes ago. And saw that and I was like, what? That's so cool. Bank and credit is the mod. Sorry, I'm just reading up on this real quick. Sorry, I'm just reading up on this real quick. I don't see. I don't see anything. I don't think it explains in the mod. So I'm going to go with. I'm going to assume it's months. I need the loan. It's October, so I need it for November, December, January, February, March, April, May, June. That's 8 months. I'm gonna do 9 months, just to be safe. So base rate was 3.5%. Product spread added a little bit more. Risk level is low. That's good. Monthly payment is 141. Okay, I think it's years because the total cost. Yeah, I think it's got to be years. Let me just do a quick calculate. I mean, it's definitely not months if that's the total interest. I just want to see if that works out to 9 years. Because monthly is 141 times 12 would be 1,692 a year times 9, 15,228. Okay, cool. That is definitely years. We do not need a 10-year loan. I just want a 1-year loan. That's it. That's it. That is what I want. I will take a $40,000 loan and I'll pay $1,700 in interest. Thank you. Okay. Yep, 1 year remaining. Sorry. Well, I like that. It adds. I've always hated how loans were done in the game. They never felt real. So I love that. Okay. Oh yeah, we're gonna go sell rye. I forgot that's what we have. So actually, I will make a few bucks here. So what I did is this field 5 to the right. That's one thing I did since I was gone. Since we were gone, is that's why I took out a loan. Is I bought that field. It had rye, and I sold almost all of it when I harvested in, I believe, July. It was not the best time to sell, but unfortunately the silo that I have does not hold rye. So I just had to sell it all, and then I felt like, and then prices are a little better now in October, so I figured I'd hold this trailer and sell this in October. I did the bullet loan, right? Yeah, so pay it all back at the end of the year. I don't remember the consequences, but there are consequences to not paying these loans off, like possible repossession of items. I might need to look into it, but I really like the way that it's done. Saw that mod and I knew for sure that was one I wanted. I still don't want to do a lot of loans on this map, but it works perfect for the mentality of having 1-year loans. All right, $8,000. Yeah, I definitely did not need the full $40,000 loan, but for only a $1,700 fee, that's worth it in my opinion. So I wonder how that looks. It does not show loans at all on this page. Only here. Annual report, yep, so I'll be able to look at that. It looks like you can take out multiple loans, probably as long as, my available credit's $195,000, so I have 70% of borrowing ceiling used. It sounds like as you progress and have more assets and this and that, it increases your limits, which is kind of what it already does in the game, except I think it's in the game it's purely based on land that you own, where this one sounds like it might include all of your assets. So, well, I probably, now that I think about it, let's stop him. I probably want to get going on this field 5 and getting it prepped and ready to be planted. Do we want to buy a different sprayer? I don't really have sprayer money, do I? I could buy one of these. Oh, I forgot about is this like the whole anhydrous layout? I kind of like that. That could be something down the road. Whoops. Coming in hot. Okay. I could see for a few years here doing 1-year loans. I definitely, one of my next purchases does need to be a bigger tractor, because currently I cannot line because I don't have a tractor that can hold it. I would like to be able to get a bigger fertilizer spreader. I want a tractor with a front loader so I can bring fertilizer bags and things to the farm, so I'm not having to do this and drive out every time I need to fill up. It'd be nice if there was a forklift here. Some maps do that. It's very helpful. I can't quite remember what my yearly profit is on these. I definitely feel like I should be able to pay that loan off. I mean, at this point, I only need $14,000, but I also need to pay for fertilizer and seed and whatnot to get it through. Okay. Get him rolling. Okay, well, we're gonna sit here for a minute. We'll just kind of have a little bit of a trudge here getting all this harvested. I've got this field up here, this field here. I think they both, yeah, they both need, oh, this one needs lime too. Oh my goodness, yeah. I need to be able to get lime on the field, and I need a tractor big enough to plow so I can get this plowed, because that's also hurting me right now. But I'd like to buy fields like this and like this. Getting these fields would really help as well. Let me move that mouse. Oops. I don't like having the mouse on the screen, but like I said, I needed it to... For some reason, this screen does not work with my controller. It's so weird. I can push that button. Like, I can do certain things, but not... oh, details. Yeah, see, I'm just paying interest. But yeah, can I do a new loan? Yeah, see, when I'm in the new loan space, I can turn pages and stuff, but I can't scroll through and do anything. So that would be the only maybe complaint I have with that, but not really a big one. I mean, you kind of need your keyboard to type in the numbers anyways. For the moment, you know, unless you had it bring up a screen to do controller. But not a problem. I'm gonna see. I don't think I need the silo for this harvest. So I'm pretty sure my yield is like just enough to fill the trailer and the combine. We'll see. Actually, probably do not need to unload him anymore until he's done, so just park over here. Here's actually good. Then he can unload when he's heading over to the next field. Okay. How is fertilizer going? Oh, not bad. Does he just have the perimeter it was? Basically, yeah. Cool. Yeah, actually, why not turn lime off for now and plowing? Then I can actually see what's going on. Until I'm able to do those things, it doesn't matter. Alrighty. A little bit of lag there for a second. I don't know. I'm wondering if we should think about possibly another loan to get that just to get the tractor and get things rolling. Don't know. I'll wait. Just because, like I said, I did only want loans to last for 1 year. But if anybody chimes in and thinks we should, I'll reconsider. But for now, I'll keep going like this, but it's an option. All right. I think we'll probably try and keep this right around an hour again, maybe about an hour stream again. I think those are good numbers. Yeah, I'm gonna get tired of this drive to the shop pretty soon. Ooh, definitely need to buy more. Looks like it glitched out again. You can't see the fertilizer in there. Once in a while, I feel like stuff will do that. I don't know why. I will say I love this. The spreader is so good for starter farms. Such a good, a small starter fertilizer spreader. I really wish base game had basically most types of equipment, I should say, like what you need for a very basic farm that ran on under 50 horsepower or so. Which I think we're almost there. I think the only category that might be lacking is seeders and planters. Like a seeder, basic here. I mean, you're talking 140 horsepower, 110 here. Okay, I think 110 is your low horsepower, and then planters is probably 150. I think it'd be nice. I mean, I have mods, so I have ones that are way lower. I think. So I can definitely get away with it, but it'd be nice if they had those in their base game, so you could really do a very basic farm. I mean, I've even got the so this is my very 20 horsepower. That one I've used, but then I even have that new mod now, the manual seeder, where it's just human powered. Which I have not used those yet. I wasn't sure if I was going to or not, but I liked the idea. Okay. Hey, perfect timing. I think we're gonna do things a little different this harvest, since we have that extra field, I am going to, I think I'm going to have both tractors doing field work, and if this guy needs to unload, he'll have to drive to the trailer for the last field. Because he won't need to unload often, and it'll just be once, to be honest. I really need to get those fields started on cultivating, and I'd like to get my more horsepower to do it so that he can get it done quicker. So we're going to get him started on that right away. He is pretty much done, it looks like, with fertilizing field 5. About 2 seconds here. Yep, there it is. Oh! I didn't know where the collisions on these bushes were. Darn it. I normally start from the other direction. It looks like I might have to. Maybe not. That'll be fine. Okay. Like I say, cultivating is going to be the slowest thing. So, I want to get this guy set up and ready to go. Also, it's kind of expensive, but I really want to get a mulcher. So I can actually, like a forestry mulcher, so I can attempt to get rid of all these hedges and bushes that have collisions. Because I don't mind some of them, and I kind of like the aesthetic, but the ones that are close to the field that get in the way are not fun. Okay. Yep, I think this is going to go well. So this is going to add, this field is almost 4 acres. And right now we had about 3.2. That one is obviously cut into a quarter, so it's probably like, it won't quite double our yields, but it's going to get us close to double. Yeah, that'll be great. This one would be really nice to buy. Oh, what do we got? Oh, now that'd be a big upgrade. Not that expensive either. Definitely something we could get a loan for. That's pretty decent. Not a huge upgrade, so I won't get it, but well, we are going to keep our eyes on sales. All right. I actually didn't think he would have enough fertilizer to finish this field. I'm surprised. Okay, that is good news. I'm gonna go, I think I'm gonna just get a couple loads of fertilizer and bring them back so that I don't have to make trips once I'm ready to start fertilizing the last field. Yep, so he's running down. Looks like he's actually going kind of quick. He's probably got 5 passes done, maybe. Oh. Yeah, I don't think there was any other terribly exciting mods I downloaded. I don't remember, to be honest. I don't think any other. Let's think. What else did we get? I know a couple buildings that looked cool. This might be a new one. Oh, I don't know if I knew I had that one. I'm going to look at those here in a minute when I'm not driving. It's this last one, actually, I think. That's the one I got. I got a couple different mower options because it looks like this map has some good, like the grass textures. I think there's a meadow grass that looks pretty good. So I think getting into some kind of mowing, and I think you can mow down like that vetch rye, whatever it was called. Vetch, I think it was a V. The vetch rye. Yeah. We'll have to see about if we want to get into animals. I don't think I want to do chickens just because I do chickens all the time. All the time. So, we'll do something. I don't know when, but we'll do it. Like I say, leave it in the comments. If you want to see something, let me know. Like I say, keeping it real as far as difficulty and, trying to keep it as realistic as we can. I'm curious, that field 22, yeah, that would, I was just looking at it kind of compared to the other farms. I mean, it's obviously smaller than this farm, but like some of the other farms, it's actually pretty good size compared to them. So I think if I end up taking that whole field 22 and turning it into an entire farm, the sheds and everything, I think it should actually be big enough where it'll work. to get one more load of fertilizer to bring back, and that will, I think, do it for us. That will be enough fertilizer for the season. At least for this stage. Once we get into planting, we might need a little more. Yeah, I guess we could do a type of animal too that gets us manure or slurry, and use that as well. So that's an option. I would be potentially down for that. Can't believe it's already been 40 minutes. Although I did spend, I think, 5 or 10 figuring out that baking system. Which, yeah, highly recommend it. I mean, as long as there's no glitches along the way, I think it's it sounds like a great system, and honestly, something that the developers need to seriously consider adding to the next farming simulator. This game is way too easy, and it needs, I would love to see a version of Farming Simulator where you can fail, where you can go bankrupt, and yeah, I mean, I think technically you could in this game, but it's so hard. I've never even come close. I mean, it's just, and sure, I play on easy difficulty often, so that obviously makes things, but even on hard difficulty, it's not hard, it's just, you just make a little less money, it takes a little long, but I mean, it's not difficult. I just don't do it because it's more of a grind. Alright, nearly 80% full. Where is he at? Oh, perfect. Let's go switch. Nope, I'm gonna have him do it now because he's near the trailer. Yeah, I think this bullet loan, I believe it was called, is how they called it. So you kind of take the bullet at the end of the term. I don't know if that's like an actual term for a loan, or if they just, I assume it must be. But I believe that is what the type of loan that a lot of farmers use. And I think some of them use the, I forget the name of it, the last one, where you never really, I feel like you almost never have to pay it back. You just always have to keep paying interest or whatever payments or whatever. You just kind of have that constant line of credit. But it's a much higher interest rate. But yeah, like I said, because the income is so seasonal. Okay. he's doing good. He's probably about a third of the way done. Maybe close to half. Yeah, actually, definitely closer to a third of the way done, just because the perimeter of the field takes a decent amount of time. So, okay, that will be enough fertilizer. Okay. Turn that off because he's going to be a bit. Well, since I think we're going to be waiting on workers at this point, I am going to take a little break. So I'll leave the stream going. We can watch our harvester go along, but I'm gonna step away for a minute here, and I will be back. Alright, and we are back. Just realized he finished up. And actually, yeah, let's get fertilizer going right away. Coming up on an hour. I think I'll kind of start wrapping things up. Definitely next year we'll need the silo. So it is not an unnecessary purchase that I made earlier. And it cost like $1,000. So definitely not concerned about that. Okay, put that right here. Lower the head, turn it off. He's doing pretty good. I never watched. I'm going to get out of, or actually I'm going to use the, I want to see, because there's these telephone poles. I'm curious. I never really watch when he, interesting. Because it looks like they go right through it. I'm curious if this one, oh. So the ones on the fields do not have collisions. I think that's what it is. And that, to me, is so big. Because, I don't know, it just takes them so much. It doesn't, I don't like how the workers handle stuff like that in the middle of the field. So I actually think, I was really worried about how long these fields would take, and especially if you're doing a crop that has, that you're baling, then it's like they turn so many different directions, and okay, that's cool. I think these will be just fine then. That's awesome. So yeah, he's doing a pretty solid job over there. I do need to start thinking about what crops to plant, because I would like to do something different than just soybeans. Yeah, the mustard is definitely an option. What does it cost to buy the cannery? Because that'd be the goal, is whatever I do is to be able to purchase it. Whoops. Cannery. Oh, that's like buying from the cannery. No, I need I think it's a wrench icon is the one to buy the cannery. So probably around front. There we go. $330,000. Holy moly. Firewood production, I wouldn't mind getting into that a little. We need animals to do that. Oh. Right. So rye oil or rye flour would both be something kind of fun. Okay, so potentially rye. The other one was, it actually was here in the dairy, is soy milk. So I could actually do that one now. Let's see how much the dairy cost. I assume a similar price. Another 300,000 or so. Oh, only 180. Oh, wow. I guess the question there would be if, oh, darn it, I missed a spot. Oh, well. So 180, so I think the question there would be, if I want to take a loan out and just go ahead and buy it soon, And if that's the case, am I transporting all of the, am I selling it manually, all of the soy milk, or just doing an auto sell? Because if I'm selling it manually, it's a lot of work. You're loading up a lot of pallets. Okay. Tank is empty, as expected. He's actually almost done. And that works out because I was planning on the stream's about an hour long right now. We're gonna, like I say, we'll wrap things up, and my plan actually tonight would definitely to be back on tonight for at least one more hour long episode. I think pretty soon this farm is going to start growing really well, and we might actually be able to start buying some nicer equipment and things. It just depends how we want to spend our money. If we want to go with that soybean route, the soy milk, that might hurt us just because it's so expensive. What is he doing? I don't think he knows what he's doing, so he was like, where do I go? What have you done? I'll just finish it myself. Okay. This GPS, oh my gosh, that is one of the best features they have ever added to Farming Simulator. Whoops. It makes it so, and it also makes it so you can do first person like this. Because in the past, you can't see where your tail end is, so you're like, oh, am I plowing the right area, or the big one is harvesting, because it's really hard to kind of see where your header is lined up, in my opinion. And it might just be me, but having GPS to follow that line, oh man, it is a game changer. Okay, caught that little edge there. So fertilizer done. I've got a couple minutes here, and I think what I want to do is, if I'm able to. I don't know if this tractor has the ability to, but we're gonna try. We're gonna dump this. Okay. Because we don't need this for another year, and then if I need it, I can use that to fill up my seeder instead of having to buy more. Okay. So drop that. Since we're kind of just waiting now, playing a little bit of a waiting game, we're gonna run and get this guy loaded up with some seed fertilizer. I think we'll take one trip, and when we get back, I will close out the episode. A couple things I wanted to run through for possible future buys. know, and what we're going to do too is we will gas up our tractor. Oh, fertilizers. You know, just in an effort to not have to buy, well, shoot. No, we should probably buy more fertilizer. I mean, it's, if it doesn't get used this year, it'll get used next, so it's not the biggest, the craziest thing to do for another $2,000. Okay. All right. Almost there. I was really hoping he'd be done with this field. But it is a big field, so there's that. Okay. I think we made some great progress. Mark this right here. All right. Well, thanks for joining. Oh, really quickly. We're actually not gonna spend much time here, but this probably is a good thought for the next tractor. It depends if we think this is enough of an upgrade, because if we don't, which I could understand, it's not that big of an upgrade. What other ones do we have? This one, but unless they fixed it, this tractor, workers do not work. They don't. It doesn't work really that well. So that one might not be a purchase. So I think if that's the case, we do look at medium tractors, and this one is great. This would be a really good purchase. So that one is probably one of the front line. I mean, this one's always good too, but I use it a lot, and might be even a little more overkill than we need. I think this $63,000 one is great, and it's got a front attacher, which these two do not have. So I think that's probably the way to go. I mean, there is also this John Deere. So, oh, I forget about these. Oh, actually, we might need to look at this. Oh, I think this is going to be it. Yes, I don't think I've used this one since I've installed it. So that's probably going to be the one, actually, now that I look at it. And it's not that expensive. And then, yeah, like I said, I think I want to get a semi or something. I didn't even realize I had this one. We could also wait to see what goes on sale. But all right, well, thanks for joining. And I will be back on later and see y'all back. Thanks for joining.